Friday, everybody. Hello. Happy Friday. I am Linda. This is Carl over here at the controls.
Hello.
And we're here at the Colourwerx Design House. It's a glorious Friday here. It's Friday, April 2nd. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it's Friday, April 2nd. It's Good Friday, and it's also... Yay! Happy Fab Friday to you. We've been off for 2 weeks. We were teaching. We had some great workshops with everybody last week here at the Colourwerx Design House. I was posting them on Instagram. It was the Wonky Piecing Easy Applique workshop, the Color Bugs and Curves workshop we did. We did that the last weekend. We got color.
We've done everything.
We did everything. We've been all over the place.
So, we've been Virginia, we've been here and there and everywhere.
Hello. It's episode 36 of our Fab Friday program. We have a little tutorial for you today. It's actually a video shoot that I did of quilting Carl's Fast and Fun Fused Art Quilt. So if you remember episode 35, 2 weeks ago, Carl did this little Fast and Fun Fused Art Quilt.
I did, out of scraps.
And so this was all out of his scrap bag, and he used a couple photos that he had taken down in Laguna Beach, California as inspiration. And so this week it was my turn to take his little art quilt and actually quilt it up. So I did a lot of decorative stitches and some straight line stitches and added some embellishments, as you can see. So I'm going to show you kind of in a video what I did and my progress and thoughts on that. But let's see who is checking in from where. I see Pat has checked in from cool, chilly Pinehurst, North Carolina. I know, I read the news today, and it looks like you guys are under freeze warnings. Oh my God, Friday, April 2nd, could it be worse? Mary is checking in from the central coast of California. It's sunny and gorgeous. Of course, we're having wonderful weather here. I hate to make everybody jealous, but it's a beautiful, like 75 out. The sun is shining, no more wind. It's gorgeous. Who else? Nancy's creative. Hello, Nancy from Indiana. And who else? Carl. Julie from Oceanside. You guys are always so great. And I see Nancy Crandall coming in. What?
She missed the workshop.
But we're going to be doing more workshops, so don't worry, Nancy. We'll be scheduling those soon in the near future. More workshops will be scheduled. Liza, hello, Liza. I just saw you last week, but hello. Thank you for checking into Fab Friday. And Benita, hello, Benita. How are you? I love seeing everybody's names pop up here. And Jen, of course, from Palm Springs. Good morning to you too. And Becky and Laura in Upland. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in and indulging us today. Like I said, we have a quick, it's a quick video on what I did. Good morning, Anna. I just saw you pop up from Georgia, too. I hear it's cold in Georgia. Again, freeze warnings across the east is happening, as far as I can tell, the mid-Atlantic east. I may have that region wrong, but who knows. And Sandra from St. Louis. Hello. Gorgeous, cool weather
here.
Thank you for the color class and the modfish classes that I took. Thank you, Sandra. It was wonderful having you in class. So we had, like I said, we had a great time last week when we were off doing workshops here at the Colourwerx Design House with some of you guys. We'll be scheduling some new ones in the near future, so please look out on your newsletters for that, as well as news on our upcoming quilt-along when that will start in May, which will be the Mod Box. That's not this one. This is called Mod Blossom, and this is Carl designed this. It's in the looks complicated, but it's not category.
Because Carl has to sew it.
Because Carl has to sew it if he designs it and actually make it. So he did make this one, although the quilting on this is Teresa Silva. Quilting is My Bliss, who does gorgeous, gorgeous creative quilting. So let's get right to it, shall we? We always give away a $10 Colourwerx gift card every episode of our Fab Friday. So last week or 2 weeks ago, the question was, based on Carl's art quilt, what photo or what would you use for inspiration to make your art quilt? Remember, this is episode 35 if you want to go check out how Carl did this. And so the question last 2 weeks ago was, what is your inspiration for an art quilt? And the winner of the $10 Colourwerx gift card is Sandra Hall. And somehow we lost our little zing that happens with that winner thing. I don't know. Ecamm, which is what we use for our streaming software, has updated itself enormously in the last week. That's huge updates, this streaming software. So I don't know. Anyway, so congratulations, Sandra. Clap, Carl,
Yes.
clap for Sandra. Yay!
We've got effects somewhere, but they're not working.
Yes, the effects
Susan's coming in from France.
Oh, hello, Susan. How are you? From France, all the way from France. And Lena's checking in. Hey, Lena. I saw Lena last week, I think twice, maybe 3 times in our Colourwerx workshop. So it was great. All right, let's get right to the tutorial. I want to show you how I quilted. Oh, we didn't check in with the cactus cam. Let's check in with the cactus cam quickly.
Oh.
What is
the kitchen cam
it's
this
the
week.
kitchen cam this week.
Oh
my goodness, we're gonna have to get right back to that because we did promise you a little tour of the new kitchen. So it is rather complete. And so we will be doing that near the end of the episode, right after the tutorial, a little tour of the kitchen. But let's go right into how I quilted Carl's Fast and Fun Fused Art Quilt. Here we go. So I'm here with Carl's little Fast and Fused art quilt that he made in the last episode of Fab Friday 2 weeks ago, and I'm setting down to quilt it. I've fused some batting with some backing on the back, so I've actually already put together my quilt sandwich here, and I'm just looking at it on the cutting board, just trying to get some ideas. I've pulled some of my Renaissance ribbons here. I've got some beautiful 40 weight Aurifil thread. I actually found these polymer buttons in my drawer, which I'm thinking might look interesting in some fashion, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm just working ideas. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is actually go around and kind of stabilize the quilt by stitching in the ditch with some clear monofilament thread. And again, my preferred choice happens to be Superior Threads monopoly because it really does well under the iron board with the iron. So I know I'm going to need to like press this a little bit more. So I think I'm going to go stitch in the ditch, stabilize things. Everything is just fused down. I've been testing some of these beautiful Renaissance ribbons, like trying to run something down this this wild black and white that would cause it to strobe out less. It's very stroby looking. I like the raccoons. I think they add a lot, but they also take away from the elephants to the other side. So I'm kind of vacillating between a gray raccoon or perhaps this beautiful lavender raccoon coming down like that. But again, I don't want to take away from the elephants and the cuteness of the elephants. So I think I'm kind of deciding on these flowers here, which are kind of fun. They're a Suspargo flower that is on Renaissance ribbons, these beautiful tapestry-like ribbons, woven ribbons. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and stitch in the ditch first, and then I'll probably do a lot of straight line machine quilting as well with some of the different color threads here. So let's see what we end up with. So I'm starting out on my machine, and I'm just doing like a zigzag down this main artery where this wild black and white fabric is here. I decided not to use the monofilament because, you know, everything is fused and there's raw edges, and the zigzag encapsulates the raw edge much better. So we'll see how this goes. Now I thought I would try a feather stitch here. I really have no idea what this is going to look like, but I'm going to do it anyway to outline the elephants here. So let's just see what happens. I'm just kind of letting it track up the center. There it is. You can see it now, the feathering. It adds a little bit of texture. I think it'll look okay once the whole thing is done. So since I had fun with that other decorative stitch, I'm going to try some balls stitches. These are like little balls down these lines I drew here on this blue piece that is in here. So let's just see how that goes. I have really no idea. I didn't test any of these stitches, so we'll see. And what I'm doing now is I'm coming back the other way, opposite, so the balls are offset. There's different sizes. There's a large one and a small one. So by coming the other way in reverse direction, I'm offsetting the ball shapes. you go. That came out kind of nice, actually. It adds some texture coming down that strip there. And you can see the two sides of balls are roughly offset from each other. So that worked. And I think now I'll just continue a decorative stitch around the outside of that blue strip now. I'll pick some kind of satiny stitch thing. You can see it happening right here. 626 on the Bernina. Next, I'm going to try to do something with these triangles here. Carl's put in some half square triangles that come down the quilt all the way, as you can see them. So I think I might use a different color thread in each triangle and zigzag around them and then kind of outline stitch in them. So we'll see how successful that is too. It's all an experimentation here. There, I don't know if you can see it, it's zigzagged around it, and then I kind of straight stitched in here mimicking the triangle. We'll see what that looks like all the way down. So while I had all these different colored threads out doing the triangles, I also decided to embellish with some decorative stitches down in these white little squares of words that he put on the quilt here. So we'll see what that looks like. I've got like a Grecian key here. And of course, last but not least, I had to add in some curvilicious quilting here, just undulating back and forth. So one of the very last things I'm doing is actually attaching the ribbon down this very strobe-like black and white fabric here. I fused a strip of just fusible web heat and bond light to the back of the ribbon, and now I'm just using my clear thread and my edge stitch foot here to keep it totally even to just stitch down a straight stitch on either side of this ribbon. So I finished Carl's little fast and fused art quilt and quilting around it. You can see I embellished it with a little polymer button there and some embroidery floss, as well as went around that zigzag square there with a decorative stitch. And then I'll just zoom over the entire quilt here so you can kind of get a gist of all the decorative stitches. A lot of the straight line quilting that I did, I just kind of had fun, and that's the great thing about the little art quilts like this, or anytime you just put together a little project. It's a great little practice piece to try out new quilting techniques, different types of threads, see if they work or not before you go do it on a bigger piece. So that is Carl's fast and fused little art quilt, all quilted. Yes, here we are. So yeah, I realized, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I realized that when I was listening to that video, I sounded so like asleep, I guess. And I think it's because when you're by yourself taping a tutorial all by yourself in your sewing studio, you don't want to shout. But I guess I could have been a little bit more excited about what I was quilting, right? But here it is. And so, you know, I don't know why in the world, also we laughed, Carl and I in here, we giggled because I called this balls, these decorative stitches here. I don't have any idea why the term balls came out. It could have been circles or pearls or planets. I must have been thinking about something like golf or other things, balls. I don't know. I don't know where that was going. But anyway, that is the little bit of ideas for you about quilting and experimenting. So it's just these, like I said at the end of that video, these are great little pieces if you make one, or any kind of orphan blocks that you have around your sewing studio. Those just make great little practice pieces, especially also placemats. If you ever make placemats, great practice pieces for practicing machine quilting, testing out ideas, like if you wanted to add embellishment like a ribbon or buttons or use your decorative stitches or anything like that, then those are great little pieces like this one is. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial. Let's see if we have any questions. We have questions about.
We've got some check-ins
first. Let's see the questions. Oh, good morning, Barbara. And let's see who else we have. Hello, everybody. We have some. Hey, Kim and Carol. I feel like, and Liza. What is Liza saying?
Liza's got
the art quilt is so fun. Carl, that's to you.
It was. It was great fun.
Thank you, Liza.
I'm checking out questions. We have a question about your stitching. I'm not going to use the word.
Love the art quilt. What Bernina stitch was used for the balls? I would have to
The
look
planets or the
I would have to look
spheres.
that up. There are 1,200 stitches, decorative stitches on the 750 QE, which is what I have. And I was thinking about checking, calling them out, and then I thought, well, if somebody doesn't have a Bernina, then they'd be chasing them. So I think it's in, to answer your question, I think it's in the 600 series somewhere. Usually I use a lot in the 600 file folder, so you might check there first. Pauline says, fun. Thank you, Pauline.
I want to do the balls.
Yes, the balls. Let's call those what? Pearls? They look more like pearl stitches,
planets,
I think.
spheres.
So yes. Anybody else? Oh, that came out great, inspiring, says Mary. Thank you so much, Mary. That's what I wanted it to be. It's like I said, it's not a piece of, I won't say it's not a piece of art. It is. Anything you create is a piece of art. But it's not this so perfect, precious piece that you can't have fun experimenting with your machine on it. So I'm not sure what are you going to do with this now, Carl, that it's done?
I'll probably go back in the closet like normal.
Oh. Well,
I don't know.
Maybe we'll hang it up for a while here.
Maybe it'll go in the kitchen.
But thank you all so much for your comments there. I see them coming in. Benita saying, I want to do one. Well, check out episode 35 and 36 here, and you can always watch replays. And Anna says she loves it. So are you guys ready? Let's see, one more question. Oh, that's from Barbara. So much fun, interesting project to get the creative juices flowing. Exactly. Thank you, Barbara, for putting words where I could not this morning. Absolutely. So that is really what the goal was between last week or 2 weeks ago, episode 35, and this week, episode 36, to get you guys just having some fun. But we're going to go to the question, aren't we?
Yes.
So the question for the $10 Colourwerx gift card is, what is your favorite embellishment for your quilt? So it can be a certain type of thread. I used to use rickrack all the time for doing stems and leaves and all that stuff. Buttons, a piece of applique, so just go ahead and put your answer below. I love to read everybody's answers when we go through them for the $10 Colourwerx gift card. And then everybody goes in the random thingamajizer to win a chance to win the $10 Colourwerx gift card. Okay.
It's a segue from Susan.
What? Susan says, Carl, in the kitchen.
It's a segue.
That's a good segue. Shall we go look at that? Let's look at what it looked like first. So we're going to do a little tour of the kitchen while Carl goes and puts himself in place down there. And hopefully everything is working today. So please let me know if something doesn't work, because we have an update on the streaming software and we're getting messages all the time to update things at our computer. And it's not always what I understand. So this is what the kitchen used to look like. This was a la November 1st, if you remember, and it was pretty dingy. It was this old tile on the countertop. It was old dingy cabinets that were built in. It was old appliances. And now, if I go to the new kitchen where Carl is, we are going to be at the kitchen cam live, and we're all set up. We have some beautiful, there's Carl, and we have some beautiful placemats there that our fan Pauline, who is checking in today, Pauline sent us those, and that was just a nice, really lovely gift we received. So we've got those there ready for Easter weekend to use while we make some mimosas or something else. But here's the kitchen. Carl's going to take over.
Okay, so here we are, finally done. I'm out of here. The only thing I'm going to do in this kitchen again is eat or clean. That is it. No more kitchen work. Anyway, tiles in. Look, we had the tile guy come in, put everything back. These are the cupboards.
Open those cupboards. IKEA cupboards.
Look, drawers. They are drawers. They're not cupboards, but secret drawers.
Secret drawers right in there that hold the utensils.
So they all close on their own too. Well, you do when you push them. And then you do that, and they all go away. So there we go. Stove's in, all working good. Everything's working fine. Finished the frames around the microwave, everything else. Tell me if I'm going too fast, because I can't see
I think you're okay.
Look, you've put some cave up there in the cupboard. On this side, more again. Look, she wanted some color in the kitchen, so she got some but she got some hidden color too. Look,
Oh yes,
if I
yeah.
open this, if you can see, she's got a green trash compactor. She couldn't just have the plain black one. She wanted something with color. And then her favorite piece is this $20 gray thing right here.
It
It
is my
rolls up
favorite
out the
piece.
way and you can drain on it and you can remove it. It doesn't attach. Just goes right there.
And you can get that from the Home
And you can
Depot.
just
It's a
do
Kraus
that. Just roll it out.
a dish drainer for like 20 bucks from
Yeah.
the Home Depot online. It's by Kraus, Kraus.
Look, matching plant pots and candles.
Yay!
One of the things she said she wanted to get rid of the trash can in the kitchen, so I hid it in this cupboard right here. So I hid the trash can. It also has a secret drawer right up there for knives. So that goes away, and so does the trash. And then finally, I hung a nice picture I found. Look at that.
That's from, in case you like that artwork, that is George Mack. And he's a animation artist that used to work at Disney. And he does beautiful mid-century modern kind of nostalgic artwork. So there is the kitchen cam, taking a wide shot of the kitchen. It is so exciting not to have to do dishes anymore in the bathtub, which is what we used to do. Oh my word. So I just had to click out of the kitchen and now we're back with you. You guys are so nice. I see all the comments coming up, although I can't reach them to respond or put you. Let's see if I can. Oh, let's see. Oh, Nancy says, let me see if I can do that. No, it doesn't work. I was trying to put your comment on the screen, but I see that. Nancy says, beautiful kitchen. Kimberly's like, wow, great new kitchen. And Carol Larson says, looks great. Yeah, my favorite all-time favorite thing is I mean, I hate to say it, it's the cheapest thing. It's the dish drying rack that goes over the sink, which did not come with the sink, okay? It's a Kraus dish drying rack, Kraus, I believe, from Home Depot website. And it costs like $19. And what's fantastic about it is it just hangs over the sink, and you can like dry glass on it. You can dry a couple plates on it. You can dry, you know, when you're doing vegetables and washing vegetables or fruits and things like that. You can just let those dry out. It's so great. It's, you know, you don't have to have anything sitting on the counter. You can fold it up and get rid of it. That's my favorite thing about the kitchen. I hate to say it, which is the $19 accoutrement for the sink. Can you believe it? Nice tour, Carl. He's back up in the room.
Guess where the kitchen cam is now? We have golfers.
Oh, he put up the cactus cam now. It still says kitchen cam, but there is the cactus cam going on outside our house. And amazing, on this Good Friday, we have golfers coming through.
That's probably where you got your balls from, because you were watching golfing.
I know, probably. I was watching golfers come out as I was sewing, and that's probably why I said this ball stitch, you know. Anyway.
Lena wants to know if I'm for hire.
Are you?
I'm done with kitchens. That was my fourth kitchen.
No, he's not for hire, Lena.
You cannot buy another house with a remodeled kitchen.
He's now having to actually catch up on painting, unfortunately. It never ends, does it, when you have a house? So he's on to painting the front door, and then he's got to paint or touch up the baseboard. Because remember, at the same time that we did the kitchen, we redid all the floor on the downstairs ourselves.
And the office.
And the office.
And the bathroom.
So the whole floor and the bathroom, I mean the whole downstairs first floor, which includes the bathroom, office, living room, dining room, and the kitchen, we redid the floor. So we're now having to backtrack, since we're now done with the kitchen, to go back over and touch up baseboards and things like that, and get back to the little guest bathroom, which is still, there's no toilet or sink there, but we don't need it. But we just haven't found the right vanity. I don't know what's going on. Maybe everything is stuck in the Suez Canal or something. But there's no good vanities out there to choose from. So, you know, we're waiting until we find something. It's not a big deal. All right, thank you guys so much for your lovely, lovely comments about the kitchen. We are ecstatic that it is done, especially for Easter. We're actually going to spend Easter Sunday in downtown Palm Springs and just enjoy the weather and the beautiful atmosphere that we live in. People are out and about, which probably is happening in your area. I think spring has sprung. It's a new beginning. Everybody's feeling good and great. as we move forward here. So let me see if I have any other announcement. I don't think I do, but make sure that you like and share this video, and please share this video with friends in case you want them to get inspired about decorative stitches or even kitchen remodels. How about that? We're going to be back in 2 weeks, also April 16th, just so you know, which is, I think, no, that's not tax day. It should have been tax day, but I believe they extended tax day by a month. So
They did.
Hey,
We have
in case you didn't
so
know.
you just have to wait another month.
You have
for
another
paying.
month.
Yes.
Anything else before we bug out of here for the Easter weekend?
Well, Marianne checked it.
Hello,
And she was from one of your classes.
Marianne was in class with us last week in our Cosmos workshop, so I'm so happy to see Marianne checking in. And Suzanne says, cheers to you both, and also to you, Suzanne, and to everybody else out there. Thank you so much. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you again to Pauline for the beautiful coasters. Those were just a lovely gift for the new kitchen. We're going to be using those this weekend. And hello, happy Easter to you too, Kim. I see comments coming in. You guys have been great indulging us today. We will be back in 2 weeks with the official Cactus Cam again and a new tutorial. It's going to be April 16th when we see you again because we're going to be busy doing some video tutorials and teaching in the next couple weeks. I am going to be in Cave-tastic heaven, just so you know. That gives you a clue of what I am working with in the next 2 weeks.
Well, it's a mess up here.
It's a total mess up here in the studio.
We have cameras everywhere.
We have cameras everywhere.
Lights.
We have cave fabric everywhere.
Design boards
everywhere. And Cave-tastic quilts everywhere. So there we go. That gives you a clue.
Well, not only that, we're making video for other people too.
That's my hint is I'm in Cave-tastic heaven. I'm making video tutorials with Cave-delicious fabric. So I will see you. Carl will see you. We're going to have a beautiful Easter weekend here. I hope you do too. Happy, happy Easter. Fabulous Colourwerx quilting to you all as you go through the weekend in the next 2 weeks. Be sure to check in with our Facebook page and our Instagram page and our YouTube page. And I might say, woo woo, we got over 1,000 subscribers. So that was very exciting on the YouTube page. So please share it with everybody. Thank you for your great comments on the kitchen. We are ecstatic to have it done. I'm going to go try to cook some lemon scones this weekend and see if that works.
That was the recipe I left out on the book down there.
That's right.
That's a hint.
That's why I'm going to go cook them, lemon scones, because the recipe is left open as a hint, so to speak. Thank you guys so much. Happy Colourwerx quilting, everybody. We will see you in 2 weeks.